Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Cotton Candy. I'm a music festival vlogger, so I travel the world going to music festivals and make super cool videos about them. If you want to see music festivals from all over the world, definitely subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of my awesome adventures. I've been raving and going to festivals for almost 13 years now, which is crazy. I've seen a lot of DJ sets in my life, but when I went to DOS Energy, I swear that Seven Lions set there was one of the best sets I've ever experienced in my whole life. I know he's my favorite DJ, but I'm literally not even being biased because I've seen him a bunch of times, and this time it just fucking hit. So then I started thinking, like, what other sets in my life were as good as this set that I experienced right now? And a few came to mind like right away, but then I really started to think about it, and I spent like 30 minutes trying to narrow down like my favorite sets of all time, and I thought I'd just do this video to share them with you. I guess this is like a story time video. I didn't rank them, I'm just gonna go over them by order which they happened, so by year, and it's only gonna go as far back as 2014 because honestly that's what I can remember. Like all the ones before, I remember like a general feeling of happiness at a lot of sets, but I don't think I can say which one of those were my favorites at the time. So here we go, my top 15 favorite sets of all time as far back as I can remember. Angerfist 2014 at EDC Las Vegas. Oh my gosh, he's like one of my favorite producer DJs of all time, and especially that year I was just really feeling his music. So I was so excited to see him for the first time, and he did not disappoint. Like it was my plan to see him, of course, but I was running late because I was trading candy with these people not too far away from the stage. And as I was trading candy, like there was this sound. And immediately I knew that was his set, and I like screamed. I was like, oh my god, it's starting. And I traded candy with her, and I gave her a hug, and I like ran from where I was to that set. And yeah, like honestly, that moment, that sound, I'll never forget how excited I was. And he was just like announcing he was there, and he came to fuck shit up, and he really did. It was so hardcore, didn't disappoint. Also, he played at the BassCon stage, which was like the hard dance music stage of EDC at the time. They call it Wasteland now, but yeah, it was called the BassCon stage, and I loved it. It was so cool seeing my favorite DJs play inside the mouth of a giant monster named Stan. Still one of my favorite EDC stages of all time. Then there's Calvin Harris's set, EDC 2015. He played on the main stage, and this was the year that the stage was like a green owl. What was it called? Kinetic Temple, Kinetic, it was called Kinetic something, I don't know, it was Kinetic Field, the main stage. It was a green owl, the eyes would move, and it was really cute. Crystal something, oh my gosh, I'm like not gonna remember it, I should have looked it up. Anyways, it's such an amazing set, his mixing was on point, and I haven't seen him since then, and so my last memory of a Calvin Harris set was like one of my favorite sets of all time, and I miss him, and I wish he would come back to EDC. I almost went to Creamfields to see him, but it didn't work out. Above and Beyond 2015, same stage, Kinetic Field, so magical. I was like truly in heaven. I think that was just one of the main reigns that Above and Beyond has had in their history. All the music was so meaningful and on point. Not that it isn't now, but that era of Above and Beyond just really resonated with me, and that set was so beautiful. And that was the year that they brought Bryan Cranston, yeah, on stage with them during their song Walter White to push the button. And I was there, like of all the places I could have been in the world, I was there when that happened, and that was crazy because that was like right after Breaking Bad ended, I believe, and so the hype was real.
Say my name. You're goddamn right. Walter White, Above and Beyond.
And it was such a crazy moment in EDC history, especially for me. I've been to EDC 7 times, and obviously that moment really sticks out to me because it was so random. Like, who It was awesome. Number 4 would be Yellow Claw, EDC Las Vegas 2015. I think it's safe to say that EDC Las Vegas 2015 was magical and amazing. It's one of my favorite years of all times, and the sets that year were just so on point. But I was especially going through a hardcore Yellow Claw phase at the time. They used to have an MC Busy, who was like their hype man, and honestly he just created like the most amazing energy at his sets. So if you got to see Yellow Claw when they had MC Busy, you fucking know how amazing they were. Not saying that it's not amazing now, but like EDC 2015, just wow, it was so incredible, and their visuals at the time were amazing. They played on Cosmic Meadow and it was just a bunch of LED screens, and their visuals were insane. They were all black and white but doing like these really trippy geometric designs, and it was just wow, like I loved it. Number 5 is another EDC Las Vegas 2015 set, and it would be Darren Styles' set from that year. You guys know that he's my favorite DJ of all time, and I mean it. Like, I've seen him so many times, dating all the way back to when I was like 15, and I saw him at EDC 2013 and EDC 2014. Like, I just had to be honest with myself, or else I would have ranked Darren Styles all 1 through 15 of my favorite sets. But yeah, Darren Styles EDC 2015 really stood out to me and really resonated with me. He's amazing. All of his sets are so amazing, but I don't know, just like the music he came out with at that time and the energy, yeah, I'll never forget that energy that he has. Number 6 would be Above and Beyond again, but at EDC 2016. EDC 2016 was the 20th anniversary of EDC, and that's counting all of the years of EDC up until then. So EDC used to be in LA for a long time, and it had just barely been in Vegas for like four or 5 years at that time in 2016, but they still counted it as the 20th anniversary. Above and Beyond was just amazing, but what really resonated with me that year is their visuals. Above and Beyond played at Circuit Grounds, and I'm pretty sure that was the first year that Circuit Grounds upgraded to be not the mega structure, but like a open 360-degree design. And I loved it so much more than the mega structure. I just loved all the screens, and Above and Beyond's visuals that year were so great. Like, that's what I remember most from their sets, and I shed some tears. The combination of their music and their visuals, I thought it was really cool for the push the button moment. Usually they'll pick someone from the crowd. They don't usually like to pre-set up things, but they made an exception for that year. This guy had brought his aunt and uncle to EDC with him, and he brought them on stage to push the button, and it was just so cute. And that year, my mom was watching the live stream from home, and she texted me and was like, oh my god, it was so cute when they brought out that older couple on stage. I just think that's cool that my mom was watching it and I was watching it at the same time, even though I was there and she wasn't. For those of you who haven't seen like my Beyond Wonderland vlogs, like I did take my mom to her first festival this year. She's always been really supportive of me and my interest in festivals, and yeah, she loves EDC. She always watches the live streams, and I definitely have to take her in the near future. Another favorite set of mine from that year, EDC 2016, was Dash Berlin. His sets are just so great, and they're so uplifting, and I love the way he mixes. It's one of my favorite sets to go back and listen to continuously because it's overall just a really good mix. Another set I like to go back and listen to often would be number 8 on my list, Tiesto, again at EDC Las Vegas 2016. For those of you who don't know, Tiesto actually used to be a trance DJ for a very long time, and he is honestly a legend, one of the greatest trance producers of all time. So I really liked this set because he played a bunch of his old music in combination with his new music. It was so nostalgic. He really took you on a historical journey, which was fitting because it was the 20th anniversary of EDC, so it was just nice to kind of look back on the years and really feel that nostalgia. The truth is that most of my favorite acts of all times, at least the ones on this list, were from EDC, and you're just gonna notice that. It is what it is. EDC is amazing and magical, and there's just something about being there that makes sets have such an impact on you, I think. Number 9, EDC Las Vegas 2017 would be the Allison back-to-back Diplo back-to-back Jaw set. It was just so much fun, and this was actually the year that I started vlogging, so you can go check out my vlog if you want to see what it was really like to be in the crowd. I'm telling you, the DJs had such great vibes. They were just having so much fun together on stage, and everyone in the crowd was really feeling it. I'll never forget how happy I was. And I actually had conflicting set times, so my original plan was to go to the back-to-back set first at Kinetic Field and then go see the Tweekas at Wasteland, but when I was at Kinetic Field for the back-to-back backstage, I just couldn't leave. I even almost left a couple times, and like they would drop a song and I would just have to come back. Especially when they dropped Every Time We Touch, I remember I was so close to leaving the stage, and then I heard it and I like lost my shit. I went running back to the crowd, singing my heart out, and I loved that set. Okay, I know this is gonna be a shocker, but number 10 on this list is actually not from EDC. It was Gorilla at Dream State 2017. I love classic trance so much. Like, I like contemporary trance, but trance from back in the day, like, it just hits different. There's no other way for me to communicate with you exactly how it made me feel, but I cried. Number 11 on this list would be Martin Garrix at Can You Guess Where? Of course, EDC Las Vegas 2018. Definitely one of my favorite sets of all time. Like, if I did rank this list instead of by year, this set would be really high. It was like an hour-and-a-half set, and I loved every single minute of it. It took place at Circuit Grounds, always one of my favorite stages of EDC because it is a 360-degree stage, so it has all the LED screens and lights surrounding you, and it's super cool, so I loved seeing him there. That was such a good year for EDC too, like the vibes were great. Number 12 on this list would be another EDC 2018 set, and it was the Darren Styles back-to-back DJ Gammer set at the Calliope Art Car, hosted by Monster Cat that day, and I've seen Darren Styles and Gammer literally so many times in my life. Obviously, because Darren Styles is my favorite DJ of all time, like you just can't get enough of Darren, but this back-to-back set I can honestly say was my favorite time I've ever seen him of all time. Like, there's just something about two best friends hanging out together and mixing. They had such great energy together. And it was the sunrise set, and there's just something magical about EDC sunrise sets. No matter where it is, even though it was at an art car and not at a stage, like the whole area was crowded. Everyone was having the time of their life, even though it was the very end of the festival. When the sun was coming up, you still had those die-hard fans going so hard till the very end. Number 13 is Martin Garrix's set at Tomorrowland 2018. I actually saw him play 3 sets that weekend. On the main stage on Sunday, and then on Saturday he played the Organ of Harmony stage and a secret set again on the Organ of Harmony stage, but I only caught the very end of it because it was secret and I had no idea. But even though I saw him 3 times, even though I saw him on the main stage of freaking Tomorrowland, his full set that I saw at the Organ of Harmony stage, that one was definitely one of my favorite sets of all time. That stage is a lot smaller than the main stage of Tomorrowland, so it was very intimate. I got really close to him. And yeah, he just has such good energy. Like, he's always smiling, he's always having a good time. That was the kind of DJ energy you just never forget. Number 14 on this list would be DJ Isaac and D Black and Estefan when I saw them at DEF CON 1 earlier this summer. I saw a lot of really good sets at DEF CON, but this one I just will never ever forget. Again, I think there's something about back-to-back sets, like just having friends on stage together, it's so much more fun. They like feed off of each other's energy, and that energy is like omitted to the crowd. Fun fact, while we're here talking about DJ Isaac anyways, if you weren't following me yet, like if you don't know, I was festivaling in Europe a few months ago. I did 3 festivals back to back in 2.5 weeks. I did DEF CON 1 in the Netherlands, Electric Love in Austria, and then Hard Island in Croatia. And DJ Isaac just so happened to be playing multiple sets at all of them. So I did some math and I saw him 7 times in 12 days. That's a record, and I posted about it on social media, and he posted it all over his socials, and now he follows me on Instagram. He only follows 200 people. Like, tell me you wouldn't be geeking out about that too. Last but not least on this list, number 15, I did mention it. It's my whole reason for doing this video. Number 15 is 7 Lions set from DOS Energy this year. Guys, I'm telling you, it was amazing. I cannot remember a better set. I think it's tied for my number 1 favorite set of all time. It would be Martin Garrix at Tomorrowland 2018 or 7 Lions at DOS Energy 2019. Oh, they're like so close, but honestly, I think this 7 Lions set may be number 1. Like I already said, most of the sets that I mentioned in this video are available online to listen to, and I will link you up in the description in case you're looking for new music. Or I guess technically it's old music, but yeah. I would love to know in the comments section, what are your favorite DJ sets of all time? Which ones will you never ever forget because they were so magical? If you haven't already, please check out the music festival videos on my channel. I have a bunch of really awesome vlogs from all the festivals I've been to, and subscribe for more awesome ones coming in the future. You can see my full festival schedule for the remainder of 2019 in the description in case you want to check it out. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.